Hi makeup lovers, I'm the colorful girl Julia, and today I want to talk to you about the Sydney Grace and Temptalia collaboration palettes. And I have the Quintessence and the Radiant Reflection, so if you are here to see the swatches of the palettes, the tutorial of the looks that you can do with these palettes, and also the full review on what the quality is like, including the wear test, you are in the right place! Wait a minute, are you staring at this? Hey, my eyes up, here! Just kidding, you know, I've always wanted to say this, but since I don't have big opportunities, I just had to use this one. And the first thing I want to say about this collection is that if you get all three palettes, you get this whole artwork. So this is the top, this is the bottom, but I'm missing the one in the middle, which is called On the Horizon. I didn't buy it. I got the Quintessence and the Radiant Reflection. Let's take a look at them. And of course, just as usual, I also filmed them when they were new and untouched, because obviously right now I did this look using them. So this is the Quintessence palette. You can see that the palettes have a lot of metallics and shimmers, but they also do have some mattes. This is the Radiant Reflection. And what is also interesting about this collection is that each of the palettes comes in deep and light versions, so depending on your skin tone or just on your preferences, you can choose a different version. And I got the Quintessence in the light version. Now all the colorful shades will be the same, but these two will be different for the deep version. Likewise, for the Radiant Reflection, most shades will be the same, all the colorful ones will be the same, but I think this one and this one, they will be different for the light version, because I have this in the deep version. I just like the colors better. I obviously have a lighter skin tone, but I just don't like transition shades a lot, you know? I like something that stands out more, and as this was designed for the deep skin tone, it will obviously stand out more on mine. So, it's now time to go into the swatches! Oh yeah, I'm so excited! But before we go into that, if you could hit the thumbs up button, that would really help me a lot. I spent many hours on this video, so this will be a great way of saying thank you. And let's go right into the video now. This is getting serious. I have both of my arms primed, and I will do one palette on each arm. And just let me put away my hair. I am saying this is getting serious. And I just wanted to say that I was so excited for this collection, you know, because Temptalia is one of the bloggers who actually inspired me to pursue my passion in the beauty industry. I absolutely love how she does reviews, and they're so thorough. I adore this. So if you haven't checked out her blog, just do it. You will love it, and she reviews so many products. And no, this is not sponsored, so let's get into the swatches. You'll see the shade names on your screen. The pigmentation of the mattes, wow. This is one swipe. I mean, is this real? No, this one you can hardly see because it's very similar to my skin tone. Oh, I think I have a favorite. This is a duochrome. Look at it. Even the black is super pigmented in one swipe. So here is the Quintessence palette light. Now let's swatch the Radiant Reflection deep. It feels weird, I'd never swatch with this hand. This is a very mermaidish combo. This purple obviously has my heart because purple is my favorite color. Oh, this is a duochrome as well. Oh my god! Quintessence, Radiant Reflection. Whoa! So cool! Can I go out like this? It matches my face makeup, you know? Speaking of which, we'll now go to the tutorial for the face makeup. And since I just used the metallic colors on the eyes this time, the other look, the one that I did for the wear test, also includes the mattes, so that I can also give you an insight on the blendability of the mattes. Here is me with no makeup. Just for reference, my eyes are primed with a transparent primer. You can see the names of the shades I'm using on your screen. I love that it is a cool based purple, and it does not turn warm when you apply it to your eyelids. Such a shade is very hard to find. The pigmentation is amazing. There is a little bit of fallout, just so that you know. It's not too glittery, but definitely not matte. Now going to Celestial Bloom, which is a blue-purple color. It may look bluer under certain angles, but it's a blue-purple. I just tap it on a bit and blend it slightly with the previous color. And this one is also metallic. Now it's time to go wild with shimmers, and I'm using our Starry Night, which is a beautiful shimmery and shiny blue. this is a very true blue. I'm going to continue with the shimmers. So now I'm going to Galactic Muse, which is a beautiful metallic shimmery emerald green color. So it leans a little bit to teal. And next I'm going to Borealis. I hope I pronounced this right. This is definitely a warmer green. And now I'm going for the gold shade, Exquisite Opulence. The pigmentation is crazy. And in the very inner corner I want to use the signature shade of the whole collection, which is called Temptalia. And it is a beautiful pinkish metallic. Now let me try to blend out this whole rainbow. Usually the metallics tend to blend well, so let's see how it goes. Yeah, they blend awesomely. They blend great. And for the finishing touch of the upper lid eyeshadow, I also want to add Orion Nebula. Just want to add a tiny bit of it in the blend. And also adding a teeny bit of Aurora into this blend. I'm also going to use Aurora on the lower lid, so you will see it better. I'm finishing the upper lid look with a colorful ombre eyeliner, for which I have a separate tutorial, which I'm putting up here and also in the description box so that you can check it after this video. I'm gonna go remove the fallout, put on my contacts and mascara off camera, and be back with you in a second. And I'm back with the mascara and the lenses. I do have an affiliate code for these contacts. You can check it out in the description box, where, by the way, I also have all the products used in this look listed. For the lower lid makeup, I want to use Orion Nebula, Aurora, and Gloss Over. If you pack just a small bit of eyeshadow on the brush, it does not fall out. Moving on to Aurora, a beautiful violet blue duochrome. Finishing the lower lid with Gloss Over, which is a super pretty sky blue. The pigmentation is amazing. I'll do my waterline later, and it's time to get creative. For that, I will use liquid lipsticks to paint the face design. The products used are listed in the description. This one is the Baby Bad Beauty liquid lipstick called Medusa. The branches are here. Now I will do the flowers with the purple liquid lipstick. This one is Spank by Sugar Pop. The sketch is ready. Now we'll make the design more interesting with the eyeshadows. I will use a small eyeshadow brush, and first of all I want to draw the shading, and I will use the shade called Reaching Zenith. And since I don't want this shadow to be super pigmented, I want to just create a light shadow. I'm not even using a primer here. I have powdered my face a little bit, and so I'm just actually putting this over powder. Now I will make the flowers a bit more interesting, adding Gloss Over to the middle. The liquid lipstick works like a primer basically, so you can easily apply eyeshadows on top. And then also using Aurora for the petals. I'm not covering up all the petal, just the middle, so that the purple contour stays. This is because the darker purple contrasts my skin more, so the flowers are more visible. But if you have a deep skin tone, I suggest that you use a lighter contour so that it is more visible on your skin tone. Reaching for Interstellar to cover the stems and the leaves in the bottom where they are darker. And now using Sublime Reverie for the other part of the stem and the leaves. Honestly, the difference between the two colors is not that huge, especially over a green lipstick. In order to fix that, I will also use a little bit of Jealous's Descent to just put some highlights on the leaves and the stems. I will use a little bit of Umbra, the black eyeshadow, in the places where the stem goes out of my nose to complete the 3D effect. And finally, the only eyeshadow that I will be using not from these palettes, as you see it's not like it's super mandatory, but it will just make the look pop more, is the Taco eyeshadow by Sugar Pill, and it's pure white. And this will just complete the illusion. Moving on to the lip makeup now, and no, I'm not done with using the palettes yet. First of all, I'm applying the lipstick. This is Sugar Pill Shiver. Now I'm taking a bigger eyeshadow brush again, and I'm dipping it into what? Into Aurora, of course, because I love it so much. And just applying it to my lips. This will give me a beautiful duochrome ombre effect. I'm not covering all the lip, just the inside part. And the last touch I'm going to add, I'm going to take this fluffy brush, dip it in Serious Starlight, and apply it as highlighter. It is not super visible on camera, unfortunately, but it doesn't really give me another color. However, it gives me this beautiful Platinum Shimmer. I think there are quite a few shadows in here that can be used as highlighters. And one day you will see me using Aurora as my highlight, I promise. Here is the final eye look. This on the waterline here is the Kiko Milano Fruit Explosion pencil. And here is the final fairy look. I hope you liked it. Now I'm also inserting the piece with the wear test of the Sydney Grace and Temptalia eyeshadow palettes. For this look, I'm dipping into Unstoppable Love and Gloss Over from the Radiant Reflection palette. The matte color feels great to apply, not chalky at all, and really pigmented. I brought it up to the middle of my lid where I usually have the most creasing problems. And now the Gloss Over. Let me now try to blend the matte. The mattes are generally harder to blend than the metallics. No, it blends good, it blends good. I just went back and forth several times. So here is the look just applied, obviously no creasing. And here is the completed eye look for today. As you see, the eyeshadow looks as just applied. Even though I did a lot of other stuff before completing it, so for now I've been wearing this for about 2 hours. This is what we have after 4 hours on my super oily lids. Both mattes and metallics last just fine. The reason I chose to test both mattes and metallics in one look is because I feel like mattes usually blend worse, but metallics usually last worse because mattes are kind of a little bit drier than the metallics, if that makes sense. So far, everything lasts great and the mattes blended well. I now have to take all my makeup off except for the eye makeup, which I will continue to test, so let's go to the next frame. Here is me 6.5 hours after application. My face has this lovely oily glow. Priceless. But let's look at the eyeshadow, because this is the final frame. Okay, no creasing on this eye. I remind that I have super oily lids. And on this eye we have a little, like a tiny, teeny bit of creasing here. And it's been 6.5 hours, so I'm pretty sure that it will last at least for 7, which is actually a good result. It's not the best performing. I have a video for the best performing brands, by the way, but it's a very good result. So for oily lids, 7 hours is actually very nice. Now that you have seen everything, what can I say about these babies? The pigmentation is insane. The blendability is great. As for the wear test, you have just seen it yourself. So draw your own conclusions. I can only say that I love these palettes. I do not regret buying them, not for a moment. And also I think the price is pretty decent for the amount of eyeshadow that you get, because a high-end palette of the same size would be like twice or thrice as much. And if you've made it this far, don't forget to leave me any star emoji so that I know that you are the only person except myself who watches my videos till the end. And that being said, don't forget to check out this other colorful beauty stuff, and I will see you in my next video. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye!